Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So, it's almost the end of summer, and I haven't done a brisket for a couple of years since, 2 Christmases ago. Now it's time. It is time to get your brisket going. I'm not going to bore you with this part, but I'm going to cut it open. This brisket is 12.14 pounds, so it's pretty big brisket. $72, about 73 bucks is what it was. Now it's been raining for 2 days. I've been trying to get this on the grill for a while, but it's been nice to have it cooled down. If you guys are new to the channel, this is my new place, my new setup, and I'll give you guys a tour that aren't new. If not, you can go check it out and the reveal video, which has been awesome. Since then, the dealership came down and they installed my lights right here. Yeah, those are my lights. Those are pretty cool. I like them. And they got the new power converter in, so everything is running perfectly. I've just been taking the time and trying not to work so hard, and that I've been rubbing this stuff here, this Old English oil on all the hardwood, and I'll show you that here in a minute. It's bringing it back to life. It's been sitting since 2014, not being used. I got the washer and dryer up and going, and that. So one of the most important things when you're doing any cook, especially a big cook like this, is you want a clean grill or a clean Traeger. So you want to put your new tin foil on, clean it out, because anything that you have underneath that and smoke, that's going to contaminate the meat. But I'm going to pause the video for now. I'm going to cut this open. I'm listening for rain. But I'm going to cut this open and get this prepped and get this ready. Alright guys, so how to tell if you got a good brisket from the butcher. If you do the bend test, and if it's bendy, you're going to have a good brisket. But what I like to do, so I went to Texas for a couple years with my buddy, Troy Caps and that down there in Devine, Texas, and he taught me how to do brisket down there their way. And so you're going to want to use yellow mustard. To rub your meat. Sorry, I know it's funny, but I'm trying not to be sexual here. Now the mustard, you're not going to ever taste the mustard in here. This mustard is just for a good brine. For your dry rub. I should have done this last night, but my new fridge was putting out some serious temperature and it froze some of it, which is okay because I just needed it untaught. This new kitchen has been amazing. See how that brine just sticks to that mustard? Whoever came up with this idea, that was a pretty good idea that you had. Get that all rubbed in. Believe me, you can't mess this up. You'll be fine. Yes, I know I'm rubbing my meat. But if you were here, you'd be putting it in your mouth after it was cooked. Yeah, having this new white beige carpet thing going on with this rain, you have to kick your shoes right off at the door. So when you put you don't want to trim any of your fat off of this. People are always trimming their fat off their briskets. Don't do that. This is what gives the brisket its flavor. You can pick you can pick that off. After you're cooked, you can pick it out. I promise you, it's going to come right out. I'm getting a little aggressive with this. So Jerry Brackett, told me he went fishing, and he's like, I got a challenge for you. So how do I want to cook my fish? And well, that's really up to you. So, and it depends, for me, it depends on what I'm in the mood for. Now, if I'm out fishing, and in my truck, the Tahoe, I have my kitchen set up, so I will usually take and throw some tin foil down, or wrap some tin foil around it with lemon pepper and butter, and soak a little beer in it, and smoke the fish right over my camp stove or over the fire. Now, if I were in the mood for breading, I will use buttermilk. Dip it in buttermilk. You don't have to use egg anymore. You can if you want. Then your favorite breadcrumbs, and dip it in there and throw it in your air fryer if you got one. So put it on bake and let her rip. Potato chip. This is how you want it. This is already brought up to room temperature, but room temperature, the internal temp we're going for is, I got the grill set for smoke, and you want this to smoke for, just leave it alone. You don't need to go out there and open your grill. Opening your grill is a freaking no-no. You'll slap people who open their grills. Don't do that. I'll show you my setup, what I use. I have a wireless thermometer that goes right to my phone. You're looking for the internal temp of 165 or 160 is where you want your cook on this. Now, when I cooked my brisket for Christmas, it took a long time because it was cold with the weather temperatures and that. But it should cook pretty fast. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on the grill and get it set up, and I'll show you my thermometer and that here in my setup. But yeah, this looks good, plenty generous. Now don't worry, it's not going to be over seasoned. But this has all the special seasonings you're going to ever want. One more. Alright guys, so you're going to use a lot of tin foil in this cook. I don't know, let's get the camera to focus. But this is what I use when it's an expert grill. It was at Walmart, 20 bucks. It works really well. And it keeps track of all your time and cooks and everything. And I got a brisket on the grill. I will see you guys in whenever the internal temp hits 160. I'll show you the setup outside. In case you guys are wondering, I decided to get off my butt early yesterday morning, and I tracked down my own parts. This is my storage down here. I'm gonna hook up TV and stuff and that, and grill out here. Got the underglow lights on, like I said. But I got my truck back, and I fixed it myself for about 30 bucks. Alright guys, so this is my setup. This is how my wireless meter works. It just goes right to my other phone. I'm breaking my own rules, but there you go. She'll be done when she's done. Alright guys, so the brisket finally hit. Here, let me turn some of these lights on. The brisket finally hit internal temp of 160. It's been on there since 11 a.m. That's almost like 12 hours. We still have such a long way to go. Oh, it smells great. It looks good. So we're going to get this bad boy double wrapped in tin foil. I bumped the heat on the grill to 225. And then we go at it again. Alright guys, sorry my button hit the phone. Sorry, I'm really tired. So this has been on the Traeger for since 11 a.m. That's 12 hours. You want to double wrap it nice and tight, just like that. We're going to throw it back on the grill until internal temp is 204. Oh, and you just walk away and leave her alone. You don't want to rush it. I know it takes a really long time to get that perfect brisket. Do not rush it. It took 12 hours to get that temp up to the 160. It finally hit after 12 hours. It makes the whole difference. And you're going to want to do the same thing too. It's like you bump the heat to 225 and you let it sit there until it hits that 204 temp. And we'll come back. It's starting to rain, so I do have a cover on the Traeger, and we'll get this started. All right, guys. So it is 4:05 in the morning. We put it on yesterday at 11:05. Sorry, it takes a long time to do a cook, so I'm really tired. We hit our mark at 2:04. I don't have a cooler. You normally put it in the cooler for a couple hours and just let it sit. Well, you gotta wrap a towel around it and then put it in the cooler. But this was what I'm doing for right now. You want to drop the temperature down to 160 before you cut into it. So it smells good. Oh, and that's been a long cook. I'm excited to see how this turns out. Alright, guys. So we're down to 165. We've rested for 2 hours. So that's, you can already see we got so much juice coming out of this thing already. So let's cut into it. Oh yeah. She's jiggly. Tastes good. Alright, guys. So I wanted to show you just how juicy this is. Show you the bend test. There's your bend test. And I guess this is the part that matters. That is horrible. Alright, guys. So if you follow this recipe on my channel, you see how bendy that is. That's what you want. Right there. Get your favorite barbecue sauce. If you do it right, you don't need barbecue sauce. So, stay safe. I am really, really tired, guys. Stay cool. Hope to see you on the road. And this took 18 hours to do. So, peace.